With the rapid shift that's happening in the housing market this year, some people are raising concerns that we're destined for a repeat of the crash we saw in 2008. But in truth, there are many key differences between what's happening today and the bubble that we saw in the early 2000s. One of the reasons this isn't like last time is the number of foreclosures in the market. This number is much lower. Hi, I'm Amanda Ryan, your Dallas-Fort Worth Realtor with On the Move DFW Keller Williams Realty. We share the good, the bad, and the ugly in Texas housing. Do yourself a favor by subscribing to our channel so you don't miss out on another great video like this one. Here's a look at why there won't be a wave of foreclosures flooding the market. Not as many homeowners are in trouble this time. After the last housing market crash, over 9 million households lost their home due to a foreclosure, short sale, or because they just had to give it back to the bank. This was in large because of the more relaxed lending standards where people could take out mortgages they ultimately couldn't afford. Those lending practices led to a wave of distressed properties which made their way into the market and caused home prices to plummet. But today, revised lending standards have led to more qualified buyers. As a result, there are fewer homeowners who are behind on their mortgages. Let's also point out that there have been fewer foreclosures over the last 2 years. While you may have seen recent stories about the number of foreclosures rising today, context is important. During the pandemic, many homeowners were able to pause their mortgage payments using a forbearance program. The program gave homeowners facing difficulty extra time to get their finances in order and in many cases, work out a plan with their lender. With that program, many were concerned it would result in a wave of foreclosures coming to the market. The fear didn't materialize. Data from the New York Fed shows that there are still fewer foreclosures happening today than before the pandemic. This means that while there are more foreclosures now compared to last year when foreclosures were paused, the number is still well below what the housing market has seen in a more typical year. For example, 2017 to 2019. And most importantly, the number we're seeing now is still far well below the number we saw during the market crash. The big takeaway, don't let the headlines in the news mislead you. While foreclosures are up year over year, historical context is essential to understanding the full picture. And let's not forget, most homeowners have more than enough equity to sell their home. Many homeowners today have enough equity to sell their home instead of facing foreclosure. Due to the rapidly rising home prices over the last 2 years, the average homeowner has gained record amounts of equity in their home. Bottom line, if you see headlines about the increasing number of foreclosures today, remember, context is important. While it's true the number of foreclosures is higher than it was last year, foreclosures are still well below pandemic years. Comment below what you think of this information. We'd love to hear your thoughts.